Right again, it's Mike Perkins, one half of MVP, one half of Mike and Vince Perkins, one half of Opinions Alike podcast. So for this here, I'm the whole show. Thanks again. I'm a part two this thing about the Amanda Seales interview. Just thank you again for any likes, any subscribers, comments. You know, all of it is welcomed and appreciated. Okay, she said flatly or plainly that she listened to a lot of Kevin Samuels content, and that he based a lot of the things that he said on materialism with regards to relationships, which is it's inaccurate, but it's inaccurate in context. So it would be like saying that the NBA countdown talks too much about basketball. Those women called in to Kevin Samuels, and when asked what they want in a man, they went straight to materialism. They didn't pass go. They didn't collect $200, of which they would like the $200. They want that $200 times about, you know what I'm saying, about 50,000. They want that 100,000. Well, that would be 5,000. But you know what I mean. They want that 100,000. The women made it about materialism. The man was merely an image consultant. The show was basically these three questions. To what extent do you want a relationship? Girlfriend, fiance, wife, whatever. Typically, they're calling there, they want a husband. So they want to be a wife. They want a marriage. That's fine. No problem. After that, it's asked, well, what do you want in a man? They say what they want in a man. They give all the material things. Now, sometimes women think that they can be cryptic in the way that they're describing the kind of guy they want. I'll give you an example. I want a man who's motivated, who's ambitious, right? And what he would ask is, motivated, ambitious in what way? He can be motivated and ambitious with regards to playing video games. Is that okay? And he would make them say what they meant, because women think that they can be cryptic in what they're saying and that men can't decode it. We know already. We already get the motivated and ambitious and driven. Like, yeah, he could be driven to play video games. Is that cool? He could be driven in tiddlywinks. To what end do you want him to be motivated? And then they say money, because that's what they meant in the first place. The problem is that, okay, you want this man to have money. Okay, cool. You want this man to have a certain status. That's fine. You want him to be of a certain height. I don't mind that. Now, what does this man want? You want something physical from him. What does he want from you? And then that's the show. And the show would typically go that way because these women didn't understand that what they were asking for, they would eventually figure it out. They didn't qualify for it. Average at Best set it off, but if you saw any show before Average at Best, it was the same thing. There's a bunch of women asking for things that they could not or did not qualify for. The materialism on it was only made that way because the women called in asking for material things. He didn't base relationships on material things. He had 4 things that he said that men wanted. 4 things. For a woman to be fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative. Now, 3 out of those 4 things are not actually physical things. They're not materialistic. Cooperation, operate. Operate means to work, and means with. Work with me. Work with me. Friendly. Are you kind? Are you easy to be around? Do people like you? Feminine. You know, all those things that women claim that they are naturally, you know, nurturing, caring, empathetic. I'm an empath. Amanda Seales calls herself an empath. Word. But you know, all those things that women call soft, how about you be those things? 3 out of those 4 things have nothing to do with your physical being. It's character and personality. It is your spirit. It is a high vibration. Because men aren't asking for dimes. We're asking for women that are not bitches. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. This isn't don't have an opinion. This isn't don't speak your mind. Understand that I'm a man, and at the end of the day, we meet aggression with aggression, but we can't do that with you, and respect the fact that you know that I can't do that. You're not going to whoop my ass. Be easy to be around. Or ultimately, I can just walk away, and plenty of men have walked away, and plenty of people have walked away from Amanda Seales. Your ability to be a good hang, to be a decent person to be around, to work with the man that you said that you was going to be with for the rest of your life. That is not materialism. A lot of the stuff, a lot of his shows, I love, the shows I used to love were the ones about retirement because they exposed how materialistic women were. What do you need to retire? What are you going to do for retirement? That's how I ask the question. What are you going to do for retirement? And what these women would say is, oh, I'm going to travel and see the world. He's like, ma'am, how much money do you need to retire? I've heard some of the most ridiculous numbers in the world. I heard 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. It's like, ma'am, if you made $50,000 a year, at best, that's 4 years. You don't have any money. You're going to die and starve. And most women don't even understand what they're saying out of their mouth because they're so materialistic and so much into consumerism that they're finding themselves up against the wall. And these are single women in their 30s, their late 30s, who have debt up to their fake eyelashes and not anything saved for retirement and not a plan or a clue in the fucking world. Those are my favorite shows because it exposes what we keep saying. Nobody's telling you that you're going to die alone. It's a prediction because you keep doing the same thing. Look, if you keep eating hog maws and motherfucking chitlins, nigga, you're gonna die. Nobody wishes you death. Look, man, all the women in my family are black. I do not wish bad things on black women. But at a certain point, we have to be honest about what's gonna happen and the kinetic impact of the decisions that you're making. It can't keep being the same thing. I'm strong and independent. I can do it by myself. Ma'am, society is holding you up. And they're doing a very poor job of it because a lot of you all are breaking down. My kid's mom is black. I don't want nothing bad to happen to black. That is the dumbest thing in the world. But you can't keep doing the same things. This overweight shit even. I mean, you could say that's on the surface, but at the end of the day, let's be real. You can't keep eating fried chicken, washing it down with motherfucking Hennessy. It's gonna break your body down. Your organs are gonna give up. At the end of the day, your organs are gonna give up. And the thing you all want is to be able to continue to make bad decisions and have men hold the bill. That's not masculinity, yo. That's stupidity. That show was about giving you a mirror and showing you yourself. I had a point where I thought that show, I was like, this show has to be staged. It was getting ridiculous to the point I thought it was staged. I tell that story all the time. I saw a girl on there that I knew, and I was like, how the fuck is she on here? And I heard her talking. I'm like, no way in the world could this be staged. She just goofy. The show was never about materialism. It was a metaphor or an avatar showing women themselves. Here, this is what you talk like. This is what you sound like. When you say, I want a man that's motivated, we know what you mean. It's not about materialism. And a lot of women aren't getting that at a certain point, and we have to start acknowledging, well, I mean, I essentially think it's too late, but we have to start acknowledging and sort of course correcting some of these bad habits. Because if we keep letting it go the same way, shit, men aren't materialistic. We don't need a lot. 40% of black men, around 43% of black men don't have anything to say for retirement. And that's bad. The average is around 40% though for the nation. Black women are at 60%. Ain't nobody playing with y'all. Nobody's coming to say it. It's 60%. That's more than half. Nobody's playing with y'all. You can call men materialistic all you want, but realistically, we're not the consumers. They're not hitching their wagons to us. They're not advertising shit to us. They advertising to y'all. Y'all buying into that idea. Y'all sipping the Kool-Aid. We not. That show was never about materialism. You never watched the show. You watched the clips. And you, as well as other women, got triggered by the fact that he told you what you needed to hear and not what you wanted to hear. You can't get the guy you want if you don't get him at your peak. When you can, you're going to have to come to terms with the idea that you don't qualify for him. And you're going to have to get what you qualify for. That's the end. You want something from him, he wants something for you. Life is about trade-offs. Not materialism. Logic. What makes sense? 2 + 2 can't equal blue. Yeah, but that's it, man. That's my time on this one, man. I'll probably come back again, do another one, man. She really, she's not, look, man, I wish her the best, but man, she is bad. And nobody likes her. That's the fucked up thing about it. Absolutely nobody likes her. Nobody. I might go back and show an interaction between me and her on Twitter one time, and it was the same stuff I predicted about her. You know, I predicted that because I didn't know who she was, but she was saying how that she wanted somebody to share her life with, because she had just became semi-successful, you know, kind of got over the hump. She got her HBO special. She's on MTV, you know what I'm saying? She got the MTV Rock and Jock, like the celebrity game. She was on there. I was saying Rock and Jock to show how old I am. But she was on there. She had a bunch of things going on at the same time. And with her hitting big, you know, she was like, yeah, I want somebody to share this life with. I want somebody to be able to, and her Smart Funny and Black was popping. A lot of stuff was popping at the same time. She had a lot of things going on. Insecure, of course. And she wanted to share, you know, I want somebody to share. And she wanted somebody to share, but she doesn't want to have to devalue herself to do it. That was her point. She doesn't want to have to devalue herself in order to be able to have somebody to share this with. And my point was, if you continue to have the same outcomes, you take you to every relationship. That's just common sense. Everybody say it. Who there every time you fucking up? If it's you there when you fucking up? Well, then you have to change you. You can't change people. So maybe it's something that you're doing. And I predicted it. You know what I mean? Not that it took rocket science to see, but I mean, it took pretty much common sense. I predicted it. And what comes out? Her crying on the fucking Breakfast Club every time she on there because she can't maintain relationships. It's the same thing over and over again. But, you know, let me end this here, man. Like I said, I wish her well, but god damn, she got to chill the fuck out. She got to Amanda Seals her mouth. Goodness me. But again, thank you again for all the listens, the love, the comments, the subscribers. It's Mike Perkins. I'm out.